to the Bollywood talk show on IWMBuzz. This is your host Shubhajit, and today I have with me somebody who is extremely talented. Singing के तरीके से तो है ही, लेकिन even she is a wonderful philanthropist in real life. इनके बारे में जो भी मैं कहूँ, it's kind of less because less is always more. I have with me Palak Muchhal over here. Thank you so much. We want to celebrate everything right from your new song to the wonderful stuff that you have been doing. Thank you so much for joining us over here.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's a
Thank you for
pleasure.
having me.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure all the time. We'll obviously be talking about all the lovely stuff that you have been doing, for, not just in fact during COVID, even before COVID, I mean, 2000 or, almost near about 3000 heart patient treatments is no joke, before that too when you are not even 30. So, that's a huge thing in itself. And, so that deserves a lot of appreciation and, respect. But, I just want to know about your hindsight and the preparation that you had when you were getting I would say calls all the time during COVID because situation was totally different. पहले क्या होता था, still you have the hospital backup, ये नहीं है तो वो है. But the second wave was absolutely disastrous. Did you at times panic कि नहीं यार, I have a reputation of helping. What if I am not able to help? क्या होगा फिर? Because people have expectations from me.
Definitely the magnitude of this crisis was very
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
अभी तक जब मैं मदद करती आ रही थी, it was very
Yeah.
ऐसा नहीं हुआ है कि
Yeah.
हमेशा smooth environment रहा है. कई बार बच्चे serious हो
Yeah.
जाते हैं and there is a
Yeah.
panic situation all the time.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
this time there were many disappointments. As in कई बार ऐसा हो रहा था कि मदद पहुंच भी जा रही थी, किसी को हॉस्पिटल पहुंचा भी दिया जा रहा था, but unfortunately जान नहीं बच पा रही थी. So कई बार बहुत रोना आता था and I'm a very emotional person, so I would actually
Yes.
get involved with the family, with the kids, sometimes with the parents. I would cry.
Yeah.
Then दूसरा कॉल आ जाता था मदद के लिए और फिर हौसला मिल जाता था कि मदद तो जारी रखना ही है. So yeah, it was a very different experience.
I can totally understand what you're saying because even one of my friends was in need. Her father was admitted to a hospital in Mathura. So we tried our best, but the help was arranged and it was too late. So I can totally understand the emotions that you're talking about. When you have the intention to help, but still you couldn't contribute to saving the life. I totally get that. Heart patients. You always spoke about it that be it bachpan se you have had this dream of opening up a hospital, jahan pe you want to give a lot of nice medical treatment and care to patients जो कि कभी-कभी हमारे देश में due to whatever reasons नहीं मिल पाता. And the pandemic has obviously taught all of us a lot, what is needed, what is not needed. So how much have you actually incorporated those in the plan that you have for your own hospital? I think that's in Indore, if I'm not wrong.
Yes. हॉस्पिटल का सपना तो बहुत पहले से था बिकॉज बहुत सारे हॉस्पिटल्स हैं जहाँ से हमेशा से बच्चों की कंसेशन रेट्स में ऑपरेशन होते आ रहे हैं. बहुत सारे हॉस्पिटल्स मुझे क्रेडिट भी मिलती है, लेकिन हमेशा से मैं चाहती थी कि कोई एक ऐसी जगह हो जहाँ पे फ्री में जरूरतमंद लोगों का इलाज हो. एंड फाइनली things are working out. Planning stage पे है अभी भी hospital and we'll start the construction process very soon. So I'm really happy that finally it's happening. And जैसे कि आपने कहा कि जो पूरा कोविड का एक्सपीरियंस था, आम लोगों को भी, even people who had no idea about medical terms got a little bit of knowledge कि क्या जरूरी होता है, ऑक्सीजन सिलेंडर्स, इंजेक्शंस के नाम, ये हमें कभी भी पता नहीं थे. बट आई थिंक इससे ये भी पता चला है कि कितनी ज्यादा जरूरत है एक बहुत ही ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग मैकेनिज्म की. सो अभी मेरी पूरी टीम है जो काम कर रही है हॉस्पिटल के प्रोजेक्ट पर, और बहुत सारे एक्सपर्ट्स हैं जो मुझे सजेशंस भी दे रहे हैं. सो बहुत जल्द आई थिंक वो सपना एक बिल्डिंग के रूप में परिवर्तित हो जाएगा.
May every dream turn into reality for you, not just the hospital. जो भी आप सपना देखो, may that turn into reality. We spoke about the treatment and everything that you have been doing. Now let's just discuss a little bit about the song as well. A lot of people, when the song came out, I have this knack of going to the comment section because that's where you realize the public perception. And पहले के 10-12 comment अगर आप देखो, YouTube में जाके, you will see all of them. Majority of them, like the last time when I saw it, was almost like कि that Palak Muchhal is always like the first choice, whenever you have a song, an emotional connect, jahan pe you need a soul, So ये जो है, it's been going for a long time, you know. So would you like to credit, this thing for, I mean, it's a lovely thing, but what do you actually, how do you actually see this?
Um, I mean, thank you first of all for the compliment.
Yeah, yeah,
And I really enjoy singing emotional songs. That's something which
yeah,
comes very, very naturally to
yeah,
me.
yeah,
And especially when I collaborate with Amal Malik, he
yeah,
typically knows, what kind of a song would suit my voice.
yeah,
So our collaboration has always been appreciated by people.
yeah,
So when he sent
yeah,
me the song "Kya Kiya Hai Tumne" from
yeah,
Broken but Beautiful season 3, as soon as I
yeah,
heard the song, I was very, very sure that I want to sing it. He had just sent me
yeah,
and he told me, just listen to it if you would be interested in singing
yeah,
it. And
yeah,
then we recorded it. It's a very,
yeah,
it's not a sad song. It's an emotional, happy song, and that's what I love
yeah,
the most.
yeah, yeah,
I'm really happy that people also connect with, my emotional rendition. I think that's a
yeah,
success for an artist.
yeah. Absolutely. I mean, there are so many examples, I can just get tired, taking all the examples if I have to say, there's Kaun Tujhe, there's so many more, which we still love to hear all the time. And I think, this point that you're talking about, Amal Malik, I was doing an interaction with him last week as well. I think last week, yeah. So he also told me the same thing that, he is somebody who's never really, I would say, biased. He always realizes the rhythm and the vibe of the song and then accordingly, because मैंने उसको पूछा था कि I know you for some time, you have never been biased कि नहीं चलो अच्छा गाना है तो चलो अरमान को दे देते, ऐसा नहीं है. You always see the right voice that fits the melody of the song and then you select accordingly. So that's where he spoke a lot about you as well, how you came on board, but I wanted to hear your side as well. And it's really interesting. What I want to know next from your end, Palak, is the fact that you mentioned about the fact that he sent you the song and that's how you listened, you understood, and then you took it forward. But obviously एक जो पहले का जो एक setup था, where you probably go out to a recording studio, you record and you do all that. Abhi to I think this song was, I think, shot in your own home studio, so I think the experience was already quite different. But how have you adapted to this new normal, because everything is becoming a new normal in today's time.
I'm really surprised actually because the adaptation has been
Yeah,
quite smooth, and it's been
yeah, yeah,
more than a year, like we were discussing.
yeah, yeah,
जब से मैं सिर्फ अपने स्टूडियो से ही रिकॉर्डिंग कर रही हूँ एंड जितने भी गाने
yeah,
रिलीज हो रहे हैं सारे के सारे मैंने यहाँ पर रिकॉर्ड किए हैं एंड इवन क्या किया है तूने अमाल वाज इन दुबई व्हेन ही वाज रिकॉर्डिंग मी
yeah,
एंड ऑन अ
yeah,
वीडियो कॉल एंड ही वाज
yeah,
गिविंग मी इंस्ट्रक्शंस so I think it's a different experience but I
yeah,
would I'm liking it. Like I'm really
yeah.
liking it. Yeah.
So once this thing gets better, obviously एक time पे जाके माशाल्लाह obviously things will get better. तो तब जाके do you want to keep a balance of both कि नहीं बाहर जाके भी करेंगे और घर से भी करेंगे?
Balance of both. I would really like
Absolutely,
to
that
do studios. Yeah, I think
yeah, yeah,
अगर music director present होते हैं physically, that
yeah,
makes a huge
yeah,
difference because कई
yeah,
बार relax भी होते हैं, थोड़ा सा
yeah,
challenging होता है कई बार,
yeah.
but overall I think I would like to keep a balance. Yeah.
Nice, nice, nice. We just hope the same as well. And thank you so much, Palak, for joining us over here for this, short yet interesting session over here. Now, we spoke a lot about, the kind of efforts that you have been putting up, and I've always had a lot of admiration and respect for the work that you do, because it's not just your singing, but it's also about saving lives and contributing towards, people's welfare. Thank you so much for joining us over here, and may you continue to shine in whatever you do. Looking forward to your future songs as well, and many more interactions like these in the future, hopefully in person.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.